Welcome to Master 2255 English Phrasal Verbs, complete course with 150 categories for fluency. This is your ultimate guide to mastering every essential phrasal verb you need to sound fluent and natural in English. Today, we're diving into an exciting and practical topic: event organization, top phrasal verbs for planning success. These phrasal verbs are essential for talking about event planning, coordination, and execution. Let's get started. The first phrasal verb is set up. This means to arrange, organize, or prepare something. For example, we need to set up the chairs and tables before the event starts, or she set up the sound system for the concert. Whether it's a wedding, a meeting, or a party, set up is a crucial step. Next, we have put together. This phrasal verb means to assemble or combine different parts to create something. For example, we put together a team of volunteers to help with the event, or she put together a beautiful slideshow for the presentation. This verb emphasizes preparation and teamwork. Then we have pull off. It means to successfully complete something challenging. For instance, despite all the challenges, they managed to pull off an amazing event. Or, it was hard, but we pulled it off in the end. If you organize a successful event, you've definitely pulled it off. Now let's talk about call off. This phrasal verb means to cancel something. For example, the concert was called off due to heavy rain, or they had to call off the event because of an emergency. Nobody wants to call off an event, but sometimes it's necessary. Next is throw together. This means to create something quickly and with little preparation. For instance, we only had one day to plan, so we had to throw together a quick celebration, or they threw together a last-minute dinner party. It's often used when events are planned in a rush. Then we have turn up. It means to arrive or appear, often unexpectedly. For example, only a few guests turned up for the event due to the weather, or he always turns up late to meetings. If people turn up to your event, they have arrived. Next is show up. It's similar to turn up, as it means to appear or arrive at a location. For example, a lot more people showed up than we expected, or she showed up to the party with a surprise guest. The main difference is that show up sometimes implies a bit of surprise. Then we have wind down. This means to slowly bring something to an end or relax after a busy event. For instance, after the event, we all needed some time to wind down, or the party started to wind down around midnight. It signals the end of an event or activity. Next is bring together. This phrasal verb means to unite people or things. For example, the festival brings together artists from all over the world, or this event is designed to bring people together for a good cause. If your goal is to create a sense of unity, this is the phrasal verb to use. Then we have wrap up. This means to finish or conclude something. For instance, we need to wrap up the meeting before 3 p.m., or they wrapped up the event with a speech from the organizer. You might hear someone say, "Let's wrap it up," when it's time to finish. Next is carry out. This means to complete or execute a task or plan. For example, the team carried out the event smoothly from start to finish, or we're still carrying out some final checks before the event begins. This phrasal verb emphasizes completion and execution. Then we have take over. It means to assume control of something. For instance, she had to take over the event when the manager got sick, or a new company took over the planning of the conference. If you take over, you are now in charge. Next up is kick off. This means to start an event or activity. For example, the event kicks off at 10 a.m. sharp, or we kicked off the conference with a keynote speech. This phrasal verb is often used for sports, but it works just as well for events and meetings. Another useful phrasal verb is look forward to. This means to feel excited or happy about something that's going to happen. For example, we're all looking forward to the big event this weekend, or she's looking forward to hosting her first charity gala. It's often used in invitations and announcements. And finally, we have break up. It means to end or dissolve something, like a meeting or gathering. For example, the party broke up after midnight, or the crowd broke up once the concert was over. This phrasal verb emphasizes the end of a group activity. These phrasal verbs are essential for organizing events, meetings, and large gatherings. Mastering them will help you speak with confidence in both personal and professional situations. Use them as much as you can in your conversations. And see you in the next lesson.